was always sort of intrigued by the whole process of fermentation, and I was studying science, and that was really what interested me in school. But it was the idea of being able to do something practical and applicable and actually create something and work with my hands that was really appealing for me. Hi, I'm Simon, and I'm the winemaker here at Blomidon Estate Winery in Canning, Nova Scotia. I went to winemaking school in France, in a city in the south called Montpellier. I lived and worked and studied there for about 4 years. I worked in Alsace as well, in the northeast, and I spent 6 months in New Zealand working there as well. When I started back in 2009, we were producing somewhere in the vicinity of 1,500 cases, and the past few years we've been right around 4,000. We have 2 vineyard sites, one here on the property at the winery, and we have another one up just under the base of the North Mountain on Woodside Road. Altogether we have about 25 acres of vineyard. We make a wide range of wines, right from traditional method sparkling wines to light aromatic whites. We're fairly well known for a couple of our reds, our Baco Noir in particular, which is an oak age, sort of big aromatic red that people really like. But the focus here is definitely 100% on Nova Scotia grown grapes. The first vineyards were planted here in 1986. The original plantings are still there of Lacadie and Céval. Some things have been ripped up, some have been replanted. Right now we grow predominantly Lacadie, Céval, Baco Noir, and Chardonnay on this site. I think the best wines from anywhere in the world are wines that get made when winemakers embrace the natural attributes of their location. And I try to do the same thing here in Nova Scotia. I like wines that are crisp. I like wines that are low alcohol. I like wines that are aromatic. So that's sort of the philosophy that I try to take into our winemaking here, which is why we do such a portfolio of sparkling wines, lots of light aromatic whites. Our reds, we embrace their difference rather than try to force them into being something that ultimately they're not. We've got a much better grasp of what does well here and what we can do well consistently, and I think you're starting to see that in the wines. The push towards sparkling wine I think is fantastic, and there's no question that the most well-known and the most awarded and the best critically reviewed wines from Nova Scotia have all been sparkling wines, because that's what we do best. Developments like Tidal Bay are fantastic. It's a great initiative to celebrate something that we can do well and consistently in the province, which is make light, crisp, aromatic wines. And I'm really happy to see that that's where the industry's going, because I like drinking the wines myself, and yeah, they're fun and challenging to make. I think the future's really bright for Nova Scotian wine. We're really kind of becoming the third province of wine in Canada, and rather than a small sort of local industry, we're seeing young graduates trying to come here looking for jobs in the province, and we're seeing young people from Nova Scotia go away to learn how to make wine and want to come back to make wine here. We've got a great little community. A lot of the winemakers are kind of my age. We're all friends. We have a great time, and we talk about how we think we're going to be able to make the province's wines even better.